listeners, followers, and all of our beloved friends and anyone who is currently tuning in to this PSA.
Update, if you will.
We are going to be making some changes around this podcast.
She's firing me.
Yes. We have gotten Jennifer Lopez.
My name is Jennifer Lopez. Here she is, everybody.
Woo!
Taco flavored kisses.
And Ben Affleck is going to guest next week, so.
What about, I want Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Anyway, so we are going to be announcing some new things for this channel. So if you see some differences, maybe some name differences, don't panic. It's still us. Jess will still be here, and we will still we will still be doing all the same things, and we'll still be the same, but we are going to be growing and evolving, much like a Pokemon.
Absolutely.
You gotta catch them all.
Change is inevitable, and much like Casey was saying, spoiler alert, the main thing that we're going to be talking about is our name change. We're not going to reveal it today, but just a little background on how Jeepers Creepers came about is, so the night that my dad passed away, about 3 years ago, I've talked about him a lot on this channel. He's definitely my horror inspiration. He's the reason that I'm sitting here today and that I love all things horror and spooky that I do. Even true crime. Like, my dad and I would watch podcasts. We would watch documentaries about Jim Jones when I was little, and we would watch
Discovery.
Yeah, and America's Most Wanted. That's the first true crime I can remember seeing. And that's something I've always watched with him. But the night that he passed away, my friend Sarah came over because I didn't want to be alone. She brought a bunch of snacks and a bunch of weed, and we got real high. And she's like, "What would your dad want you to do right now?" And I was like, "He would want me to watch a scary movie." So we threw on Jeepers Creepers because I wanted to throw on something that I didn't have to think about and just that would be fun to watch. And we started dissecting every little bit of it. And she looked at me. She's like, "It's like we're getting Jeepers Creepers." And that was always in the back of my head. And I was like, I want to do a podcast one day. I want to do a video channel. I didn't even know what I wanted it to look like, but that always stuck with me because it was something that was so... It just came at a moment that was very special to me, and a moment that always stuck with me. And when Casey and I started hanging out more frequently again after a little bit of time where we just didn't spend a whole lot of time together, right. We had both kind of come to the unanimous conclusion that we both wanted to do a horror podcast. And I was like, "What do you think of this name?" And this
I fell in love immediately. Immediately. It's a great fucking name. It really is.
It's super fun. It's silly. But like I said with life, things change. You grow. We both have kind of come to the conclusion that it's time for us to kind of make the change towards a new name. This isn't changing anything about our channel. We're still going to be the goofy bitches that you hopefully love.
Absolutely. Yep. Still the same content. Still the same things we've always stood for. The only thing that is changing is the name. Part of it is due to we're kind of hard to find. If you're listening, you probably know that. We are almost impossible to find on YouTube. We're pretty hard to find on other things because typically, we haven't been around for very long. Our following is not huge. We love each and every one of you, of course. But when you do search us, typically your autocorrect will correct it and you'll get a bunch of reviews of the movie Jeepers Creepers, which is always great. Very rarely is it us. So we did decide we wanted to do something about that so that we are a little easier to find. We want our reach to be a little wider because, we love what we do and we want people to be able to see it and find it. And if that leads somewhere, then that's fucking awesome. If not, then we're still doing what we love.
Yeah.
So that is a big part of it. And then
also,
another really big part of it is the fact that it's got the tainted history with its director. If you really, really want to learn about it, you can Google it. But he is a predator, unfortunately. he has, I mean, I love this movie. I love the second one. The rest of them can go straight to hell. And he can go straight to hell. He is a convicted predator. It's not great. He should be allowed to make movies anymore, and he is, unfortunately. And so part of it is because if we do eventually get somewhere with this where we're making money, I don't want any monetary value to come from him. I don't want any money to go to him. There's a reason we haven't covered his movie thus far, because I really just don't we really just don't feel comfortable with that. And I will always love that movie. There is in 2023, a huge thing you have to do to consume art is to separate the art from the artist. Yes, that is not always the case, and it's obviously problematic to do that. It's, kind of a case-by-case basis, I would say. But, I mean, this is something that I grew up with. I will always love this movie. Justin Long, who is the main character in it, is a wonderful human being, does a lot of stuff for charity, has a charity himself for kids with cancer. So
He also looked at my boobs.
He did. He was very nice. Very attractive.
He did all these amazing things and looked at my boobs.
That's not
I had to
a bad
ruin it.
thing,
I had to
though.
ruin it. I'm sorry.
It's not a bad thing. I would too. It was, it'd be like that.
So, anyways, we, at some point we wanted to separate ourselves from that. And like I said, this change is nothing but for the best, and we're both really excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of had a little powwow about new names.
Yes.
So, you're going to have to wait till our episode on The Strangers Pray at Night to find out what our new name is.
Yes, and that will be, so this is going to release on like a Monday, so that'll be your next episode. That coming Sunday, we will have a new name, and we hope you all love it. So we're going to hopefully update the graphics whenever we can. It'll still probably say Deepers Creepers for a bit, but we are going to work on changing that, so... Yeah, but we love you all, and thank you so much for supporting us.
Yes.
And we hope you all love the new name when it debuts. But until next time, stay spooky.
Bye.